Yeah, just sitting here at the disposal in Canton, Oklahoma, or west of Canton, and just thinking about things. And I thought about some of you guys that watched another video, and I thought about some of you guys that are truck drivers that have done both over the road and local. And local for me would be hauling lease water, working for a energy services company in the oil field. And I know other local things like delivering for Coke or Budweiser or whoever, stuff like that, or for Deli Express or whatever it is. Truck. I mean, those guys don't drive big semis; they drive trucks. But anyway, you get my drift. And I watched that other video, and he kind of gave the pros and cons of OTR versus, driving local. And my brother is an OTR driver. He drives out of Indianapolis, and sometimes he'll go up to Canada and pick up some stuff and drive it all the way over to California. And he kind of goes all over the place, but he has a route that he pretty much stays consistent with. And he hauls the flatbed stuff, so he has the straps and all that. But I'm not familiar with OTR other than, just the general knowledge of what OTR is. But there's got to be a lot of you guys out there that have done both, and maybe there's some OTR guys that haven't done local, or in more particular, driven in the oil field. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, from my experience, 10 years of being in the oil field, driving a transport in the oil field, what I have noticed is guys that leave OTR and come to the oil field to haul oil or water using their own trucks. What you do is you hook up to a company's trailer, and they pay you, $75 an hour, $85 an hour for your truck, and you haul water as long as you can. That's how you do it. And then you're responsible for any repairs on the trailer or on your truck, of course, and you're responsible for your own fuel and all that other stuff. So I don't know if that's much different than owner-operator in OTR, but anyway, these guys come down, they've got these really nice trucks, these long sleepers on them, and long frames, and they hook up to these 120 or 150 barrel transport trailers, and some of them I've seen that are pretty good at driving them and getting them into tight spots, but more often than not, they just don't work out too good. And that's just me. This is my opinion. Guys that go from OTR that own their own trucks come down and they hook up to a local company's trailer and they haul water or oil or whatever. It's more often than not that you see them goofing up or don't know what they're doing or whatever. And now I've met some really good drivers that are OTR guys that came down, and they don't get in a big hurry. This is kind of a fast-paced deal down here, but they don't get in a hurry, and they're really particular about how their truck looks and the interior of it, and I'm all for that because I like to have a clean truck, and I like to be efficient, but they just kind of take their time and do their thing. Now, they're getting paid by the hour. That's one thing. If you're getting paid by the barrel, that's another. If you're getting paid by the barrel, you better get after it, especially if you're working for a company that's banking on those barrels that you're hauling, and they're paying you hourly. You need to get going. Now, if you're getting paid by the barrel, or you're getting a percentage, then you're going to do what you're going to do. So anyway, a big difference between OTR and driving local or in the oil field. Like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've never driven OTR, never, and I'm not interested in driving OTR. I don't want to be away from my family. I've got a 13-year-old son that's really getting good at basketball, and I don't want to miss any of that. And from what I've heard, OTR, you're home maybe once a month if you're lucky. You have to do your resets on the road, and 3 or 4 days at home, and then you're back out. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm home every night. I may work late some nights, but the company I work for gives me the opportunity, if I have a basketball game coming up, or I have an appointment, or I need to switch a day. We have enough drivers and enough business that they allow me to do that. Another thing is that right now things are slow. I mean, things are super slow. We have wells shut in. Some of these oil companies shut their wells in because they just don't want to sell their oil at the current price. They're locked into contracts And right now, one of the companies I'm hauling for, they're locked in at, I think, $13 a barrel when they were getting $30, $35 a barrel 2 months ago. And so they're waiting for this month to pass by, and then hopefully they'll open their wells back up and we can start hauling their stuff. But I'm hauling for one company right now, and they have enough to keep me busy for 12 to 12 and a half hours a day. So I like my job. I like what I do. I like the people that I work with, which is 1 or 2 people throughout the day. I don't deal with dispatch much. You can watch one of my other videos. I talk about dispatchers. Check it out. But anyway, what's your opinion? Leave me a comment. What's your opinion on OTR versus driving local? If you've done both, leave me a comment if you liked one or the other. What it is that you liked about one over the other. Because once my son gets older, maybe I do OTR. Maybe I do decide to go out and drive across the country for a little while just to, spread my wings. And it's kind of like a vacation for me, just going to different cities every day and being able to check out the country. So anyway, if you want to, leave me a comment. I'd appreciate it. But let me know what you think about OTR versus driving local, or if you've driven in the oil field and you've done OTR. Let me know what you think about the two and the difference, which one you like better. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.